Hey, what's up? What's up, YouTubers? What's going on today? Um, you know who I am. This is AJ Copeland. This is Topics to Go. Today's topic is living above or beyond average. Living above or beyond average. I'm going to try to make this video as short and simple as I can. But I want to talk to you about giving up what you want. In order for you to live above average, you have to get yourself in a position and a place to give up the things that you want. Not necessarily what you need, but giving up the things that you want. I want to give you an example. Many of us in our communities today, we all put on this persona that we have accomplished a great deal in life, and in fact, we have accomplished very little. But it's the desires within us that makes us want to seek to get higher or to be more productive or to grow more in life and to accomplish more in life. But what hurts us more than anything is our decisions and how we get there. Many of us have different ideals and different thoughts of how we get from one place to the other place. Some of us seem to do things or choose to do things illegally in hopes that that would help us get over to the other side. Some of us even begin to sacrifice our integrity and our character in hopes that that would help us get over to the other side. Some of us even go out to hurt even some of our loved ones, people, friends, family, just to try to get on the other side. But a lot of times it's because of laziness. Let me explain to you what I mean. There is no easy way to accomplish positive things in your life. You have to give up something to get something. And I find that within our communities, a lot of us spend more money on entertainment, eating out, drugs, alcohol, sex, field trips, than we do on saving and investing. And our excuse is when it comes to the question of why aren't you saving or why aren't you investing, our excuse is always, I don't have the money. But I want to tell you something. You have more money than you realize. Ask the foreigners on the corner. Ask those Chinese and Vietnamese restaurants, Chinese restaurants. Ask them. Ask the Muslims that got gas stations on every corner. Ask them. Ask the bookstores and ask the clothing stores. And ask those refugees and those foreigners that have set up camp in our communities. Ask them how much money do you have. You see, you have more money than you realize, but it's a combined effort of a community because we are spenders. We are known throughout the world in every other country, except us knowing that for ourselves, that we are a people that don't mind spending. We don't care what it is. We'll spend high and we'll spend low. But what we aren't known for is being investors and people that save their money. Now, that's not to say it's not any of us that is saving money, and that's not to say that any of us are investing any money. But the overall statistics tells us that we are a people that are struggling and a people that suffer within our communities. And the weird thing about it is that we are people that give. We give to our churches, our synagogues, our sanctuaries. We give to shelters. We give to so many other outreach programs and, things at events and promotions to help better somebody else's life. We're good. We are good people about that. But we are lack when it comes to helping ourselves. That doesn't mean we can't help nobody else. But we got to get ourselves in a position where we can help ourselves. And the solution to me, because I had to learn it, is giving up what you want. Giving up what you want. You know, drugs is on the high list as it relates to us giving up what we want. And I know many of you don't see pot and weed as drugs, but it's a drug. Yeah, it's an herb, but it's a drug. And I just want to ask you a question. How much money do you spend on weed a month or a day or a week? How much money are you spending on it? How much money do you spend on alcohol? How much money do you spend on cigarettes? How much money do you spend on clothing? How much money do you spend on transportation? How much money do you spend on housing? How much money do you spend on food, as I just mentioned, eating out? But how much money do you spend on groceries to bring food into the house? How much money do you spend? How much money do you spend on dates? How much money do you spend on sex, if any? And sometimes you do spend money, you just don't know it. Because taking someone out on a movie or out to eat, and then you taking them, for a date and y'all have sex, you already paid for it. Now that's not the, way they look at it, and that's not the way you should look at it, but I'm just trying to let you see where your money is going or where it has gone. And so we always figure out ways to try to make a dollar, but the way we figure out ways to try to make a dollar is that we make the wrong decisions. A lot of us, some of us, and it's not just African Americans, I mean, just people in general that are lazy and don't want to look at alternatives, they find other ways to make money. Whether it be escorting, porn, prostitution, whether it be credit card theft, whether it be robbery, whether it be selling drugs, or whatever the case might be. Try to figure out a way to make some money, a quick dollar. Because really, that's what it's about in this generation today. It's about the quick dollar. That's why nobody want to save. That's why nobody want to invest, because it's not fast enough. It's not quick enough. But what we fail to acknowledge and understand is that we get it quick, but we lose it even faster. So does it really matter how you get it, whether you get it fast or whether you get it slow? Because if you get it fast and you lose it fast, it's just like you never had it. I want you to think about that for a moment. It's just like you never had it. So if you want to live above average, if you want to get beyond just living from paycheck to paycheck to paycheck, you got to begin to sit down, do yourself a budget, and think about which item are you willing to give up. And I'm not talking about something that you don't want to give up. I'm talking about those things. I'm not talking about something that you willingly wants to give up. I'm talking about those things that you don't want to give up. I guarantee you, if you begin to give up the things that you want, you can begin to have the things that you need and want at the same time. I want to thank you guys for checking in on this video, and I hope that was beneficial, and I hope that it helped you. And I want to remind you guys to please visit us at identifyandconnect.org. This is brought to you by identifyandconnect.org.